Hi, everyone. It's Christine Gritmon with Christine Gritmon Inc., social media for small business. And I haven't done this in so long. For like a year and a half, I was going live every Friday at noon, and then I just kind of dropped off of it. I felt like nobody was watching. I didn't really know how it was going. And you know what? I'm back. I'm doing it, and I have so many great friends that I met in 2018 that I'm like, I need to just rock this. I have like a huge, amazing array of guests lined up for this year that I'm so excited about. And I'm especially excited because my first guests of the year have actually been on the show before, but it's a new show, so it's different. Julie Riley, right there.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello. So excited.
Yeah. Yay. And I'm so happy because I literally 2 days ago, I was like, I just decided I'm going to start doing the show again. Can you guys be on this Friday at noon? And you guys were like, yes. And that's the friends everybody needs to have.
Yes. Yeah. And the other half will be joining us here. She'll slide in. She's wrapping up another call. So yeah.
Exactly. So Julie, first tell the folks at home a little bit about Depict Media, and then we'll get to it.
Yes. So we are a small agency right now. It is actually just myself and my business partner, Jen, who is going to jump in and join us. And we work with small to medium-sized businesses, predominantly local right now, but we are expanding that. So that's really exciting. And we do social media marketing, coaching, chatbot building, which we're really excited to be launching. We have something that we'll be able to announce with that very, very soon. So we're super excited about that. Yes, I'll have to tell you later because off camera, I can't tell the world yet. So we're really excited for that opportunity. And we just love to be able to work with these businesses and teach them how to be genuine and authentic on social media, how to reach the right audiences, and teach them, where they need to be, where they don't need to be, whether they need to be running Facebook ads, how to work all of the aspects of their business to get not only the best return on their investment, but to build their own tribe.
Absolutely. And that's really the key of it. The point isn't to be everywhere and be everything to everyone. It's to be what you want to be and what you genuinely are to the people who need to know about it and would care, right?
Yes. Yeah. It's I think so many small businesses, they jump in and they're a new business. And the first thing they think is, I have to be everywhere. I have to reach everybody, because what they have in front of them is new business and growth and dollar signs. Yeah. And they are trying to see how they can get all of that best investment in. And there is Jen jumping in and joining us.
Hi.
So it's really big and important to teach these businesses. We don't have to be in the little box.
Okay, great.
We got the whole box.
What's up, guys?
And to teach them how to reach their people without over-exhausting themselves and really not putting their best face forward because they're in the wrong places.
Yeah. And desperation reads,
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So to that end, last year, it's insane to me that the Facebook apocalypse was a year ago, but I know that it's something that was a huge topic of conversation at Social Media Marketing World 18 and has been all year round. People are still talking about it, but it happened last January. Mark Zuckerberg, normally they don't give so many clues as to what's going on with the Facebook algorithm, which controls what people see or don't see or who sees what. And he gave an incredibly unprecedented level of visibility into the algorithm because he was changing it around.
Yes.
And it freaked a lot of people out because the gist of it was basically that they wanted to show more, people read it as, they're going to show more from people and less from businesses. But that's not actually what he said. What he really said was meaningful interaction is going to be the ultimate currency of Facebook that the algorithm values. So what does that mean to you guys, a meaningful interaction and the whole algorithm shift in general? So people
Hey, and we all stiff-armed this a little bit at first because we always just jump to the conclusion that, it's all about business, it's all about money. But in all actuality, if you think about the reason why all of us, 100% of us, got onto social media in the first place, it was to connect genuinely with people that we care about. And so this this is so exciting, because what this does is this ties brands directly to the people they should be having open and honest and genuine conversations about if they truly want to convert. You cannot convert unless you know who you're talking to and you know what to talk to them about and what their pain points are. So this is how you build awesome conversations and get to know the people that you really should be spending time getting to know better.
Exactly.
Awesome.
And who should be spending time getting to know you.
Right.
Yes.
And it's interesting because I think the reason people got all panicked is because, okay, so let's go back to before social media was open to marketers, possibly even before social media existed. How did small local businesses get people? They just did, they relied on foot traffic, word of mouth, the yellow pages, maybe a website. And so a few years ago, this huge coup happened where suddenly they could be on social media. They could speak directly to clients and customers. They could speak directly to people. They could build a tribe. And it was magical and amazing and free. And now people are freaking out because they've gotten lulled into the comfort of just putting things out there to broadcast, saying, hey, here's my stuff, and not engaging, not interacting. And so now they're freaking out. But actually, I mean, the announcement was pretty clear about how you can get that traction, right?
There we go.
I mean, I feel like it was pretty clear about saying, okay, well, here's how you can get organic traction, because people are getting all pissy. They're saying, oh, I don't want to have to pay.
Right. Yeah.
It's a knee-jerk reaction.
It really was. And that was everybody's first thought was, they just want our money. They're forcing us to pay to play.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was saying that.
So much deeper than that.
It is. And I think it's one of those where every time Facebook has made a change, whether it's been to just the news feed or the layout or the design, everybody just, flips out every single time. And it's like, I can't believe they're doing this.
Get off my lawn. We don't like change. Nobody likes change. No. It's terrifying.
But, within a few months, you forget that they even made the change. And you're it's the norm. And you're going back, what did it look like before they even made the change? You have to go back and look at the that website that shows you the archive versions.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. So with this, I think it was a really good opportunity for businesses to stop flashing their content like a billboard across Facebook,
right,
and to start to figure out how to be authentic and genuine with their audience and foster those meaningful conversations that Mark Zuckerberg wanted to see. And so it was, stop with the clickbait and stop with the, do you like this? Yes. Well, people answer yes. That's a quick, easy answer. Yeah. And so you get that engagement.
But expand upon that.
But please. Expand and to not just slap stuff on your wall and walk away from it, but to
pray
also
it doesn't fall down.
Pray it doesn't fall down. But to go back and engage with the people who have then engaged with your content. To have those, somebody posts a comment on your post, go back and respond to them. And don't just respond back, thanks.
Yeah.
That is not a response.
Say thanks. Why do you feel that way? Share with us your experience.
Build upon that and create that conversation is really the big key area there. And it did take some learning, especially for those businesses who had just been slapping stuff on a wall. And there are going to be some businesses, even still we're seeing it happen, that are falling by the wayside in that area and just aren't getting it right.
But that's an opportunity for them.
It is, yes. And that's where through this year, we've seen a lot of businesses come to us and be like, okay, what we're doing is not working. Help. So it's an opportunity to teach them and to work with them and show them how to change what they've been doing, and to build upon their tribe and their group and find the people. One of the hard things that it's been to teach our audience is that the number of your likes no longer matter.
Yeah.
Nope.
You need
quality,
some likes. Yeah. You won't reach anybody if you don't have some likes. So clearly you do need to build a foundation, but it doesn't need to be, I need to see my likes going up every single day. Because if you're reaching the right people and fostering those conversations with your quality content, then you're going to build the likes anyways, and you're going to reach that right audience.
And they're going to be likes who convert. Because when it comes down to
it's all about conversion.
If you're a company and you are putting content on social media, it should not be just to put content on social media, unless you're literally like a YouTuber or something. Or if you're if you're an influencer, that's a little bit different. Well, actually, not even, because if you're an influencer, the only way you're going to get those brand deals is if you drive conversion for your sponsors and partners. So when it comes down to it, people need to realize you're putting stuff on social media, not just to say, here I am, here's what I do, to everyone and see how many people will look. It's to drive that business. And so many small businesses already feel like, look, it took enough to get me to throw stuff on my wall. It took enough for me to even get on the face space or the my book.
Interwebs.
Now you're telling me I not only have to go on to post stuff, but I have to go on to like talk. I don't do that. I don't talk on social media.
Wallflower.
I don't do social media. I'll put it on my page because I have to, but I don't actually want to be on it. And, that's a problem with the algorithm changes. But if anything, the fact that so many people are doing that means that they're clearing the way. They're kind of thinning the herd for those who are willing, brands who do care about investing in relationships,
right,
to actually grab more of this new social currency. So can you talk a little bit about how small, tiny, local businesses who really have a specific niche they need to reach and don't have enough time or money to do a lot can make a big difference with a little bit?
Absolutely. Like from what I've seen around here, yes, of course, social media is so entirely important, but that's where it starts. You need to take this stuff offline and into the real world and share a real life experience with your consumers, with the people that are interested in learning more about. Like, if you so Janelle King here in Wichita, Kansas, and she owns the Workroom, and she has people come in from outside of her store, and she has like pop-up shops, and she's got artisan fairs, and she's always got something going on within the community. And Tim from London has been to her store numerous times when he comes to visit. I mean, he's been to the Workroom. And Shannon, I know you've been to the Workroom. It's one of those things where we probably wouldn't know as much about Janelle personally if it weren't for her community involvement on and offline. You have got to start with social, but I really think that a big part of the funnel is also getting out and being a part of the community and establishing those real life connections, like what we do every year at Social Media Marketing World, where it feels like a big old family reunion when we're finally back together in person.
Yeah.
Exactly.
One of the things that I've loved seeing through this change too is the development of, and they've been there, but people weren't using them to the same level, but of groups. And pulling their tribes over into these groups and utilizing the groups is the fun place to have the conversation, the place to share, extra knowledge, and to have not only you posting stuff at people and people just commenting on it, but them to be sharing their own situations, their own comments, their own stories. And it's really, the story is the big picture of it all, is tell the story.
Yes, absolutely. Telling the story is what does it all. That's what gives people something to latch onto and makes them want it to be part of their lives. And so that's really, and I honestly firmly believe that part of why this almost paves the way more for small local companies rather than the big guys is that if you're Coke or if you're Nike, yes, you have a team of social media people who are doing social listening and hopefully responding to people on your behalf and interacting, but it's not the same. People don't feel like they're actually being engaged with by the brand. They feel like they're being engaged with by, the brand's people. Whereas if you're a small local business, and especially if you have your face in that community, if you're part of the community, if you're maintaining those offline relationships, I feel like small local businesses have an extra opportunity to, first of all, do that engagement, because you don't have to do it at the scale that a large business would have to. You're not getting 10 million comments. You're getting, a few. And so you can handle that. You can handle talking to a few people. And in addition to that, you just have so much more opportunity to flex. Like, you don't have to check with somebody to see if that message that you're posting is acceptable. You are so much more flexible with how you can engage and interact on behalf of the brand, because you are the brand.
Yeah, and in real time is everything on social media. In real time conversation, people expect a response within hours. And if you have a bottleneck in that system and you have someone to go ask if it's okay that I say this, then you're missing a big part of, real social interactions, just like the conversation we're having right now in real time.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like that on social media.
Exactly. So in summary, it sounds like people don't need to be terrified of the big bad algorithm shifts because
love it. Hug it.
It's clear what you can do.
And don't be afraid. You can still schedule your content. You can still create your content ahead of time, plan it out.
Smart strategy right there.
Plan, create, schedule it, but nurture. Don't post it and walk away. You got to be there to nurture it.
Yeah, just like with anything, any relationship in your entire life, spending the time, you will not be sorry that you've spent the time to get to know these people, because then you will know how to speak their language in an even stronger way, and you will build the connections even stronger. And if you think about, I say this all the time, if you think about the value of a lifelong customer to you, and then think about the word of mouth that happens, and you kind of the butterfly effect, if you will, of that, it can be very, very powerful for you.
Yes, absolutely.
And Wendy's is hilarious, Greg.
Yeah.
He's a funny guy.
We all aspire to be this.
Okay, so real quick, since you brought up Wendy's.
Funny thing is blocking your face. Sorry, but go ahead.
That's okay. Since he brought up Wendy's, I have to say everybody needs to go follow Bentonville, Arkansas on Facebook.
Bentonville, Arkansas?
Yeah.
Yes, go follow their page. They are doing, as a city page.
Is that right?
I've never,
right?
Hold on, the comments are in the way of it. Yep, that's
All
right.
Cool.
Yeah. So,
Arkansas,
and you will see a city page who is normally very buttoned, very stuffy, official sounding, doing Facebook like you will have never seen anybody do before. I'll post a link to it. They are just snarky. They are edgy. They are saying comments that you're going, I can't believe they said that. Like, ooh. They're calling out other cities, and they're trash talking other cities in Arkansas.
Oh, I love that.
This whole competition thing between them.
Genius.
Yes, yeah. Shannon is actually who turned me on to the city of Bentonville, and so yeah, and it was. It's unlike any other page, and it's a page that's creating that engagement and that conversation, and they are not afraid to say what everybody else would go, well, I don't know if I could say that.
Sometimes it's just great if you don't have a filter.
Yes.
And hope your audience can handle it, because it's way more fun that way, in my opinion.
I love that. And they can roast Wendy's to Greg's point.
Exactly.
They could give Wendy's a run for their money.
Oh, wouldn't that be funny?
So
yeah, their shade is fresh, not frozen. But that is pretty awesome. I have to check that out. So that's great. So small businesses, don't freak out. Don't feel like the algorithm shifts mean that you can't compete because you have to pay to play. No, you need to talk to play. You need to converse to play. You need to interact to play. And that's it.
Yep.
And take risks. That's one of the best
Always.
things about being a small business. You are not constrained by a board or a any sort of hierarchy. You can just be your thing.
Do it.
Let your freak flags fly.
All day, every day.
There you go.
All day, every day. Speaking of flags, I'm sad I couldn't find my Wichita flag pin, but I am rocking my Hopping Gnome t-shirt.
Oh, yes. You HBIC.
I know I'm talking to my ladies.
Love it.
All right. So since we all have some things to go do, and this was for the last minute, I wanted to, I'm actually going to put an end to this momentarily, but I think this is very helpful. Does anyone have any questions out there, first and foremost? I would really like a little more engagement if anyone has any questions. And in the meantime, I'm going to talk about something that I know is near and dear to all of our hearts, which is where we met social media marketing world.
Yes.
And
It's like 2 months.
it's amazing.
74 days, I think.
Oh my God. And as Jen was saying, like, as Julie was saying, it is it's like a family reunion. It's amazing. I can't wait. The people I met last March, I cannot believe we're not in my life before. We didn't know each other existed. You didn't know about
No,
me.
we didn't. That was so bizarre.
No.
And now,
I remember when you walked up to us, I thought it was like the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, you came up and like immediately it was like instant friends.
Oh yeah.
exactly. And I've described you guys as people where if I decided to leave the social media industry tomorrow, I would still maintain my relationship with you guys because you're actual friends of mine.
Oh yeah.
And
we are
that.
in text message basis.
Oh yeah,
regularly.
Yeah,
and
we have been on a road trip together. You've been to Wichita, like you've been to the Hopping Gnome.
I've been to the Hopping Gnome. I have to come back to Wichita, absolutely.
Oh yeah, you do.
And to that end, I just have to put it out there. Anyone who's considering going, anyone who's heard me or Jen or Julie or anyone else talking incessantly about social media marketing world being so amazing, today is the last day that you can save $250 on an all-access ticket. And I'm going to be a brat and put my affiliate link.
Do it, girl.
Yes.
Get her done.
Because my show, Mama Needs Money. I don't get much money from
Heck
it.
yeah.
But the fact is,
Put it in there.
this is my bar tab.
That's what it's there for, babe.
It's my bar tab. I need people to buy tickets through my affiliate link so that I can drink with you guys when I'm out there.
There we go.
Love it.
That's a good strategy.
But I really, truly, honestly, dramatically, in 2017 was the first year that I went. I could not afford my ticket, but my office mate at the time had bought her ticket the cheapest possible way, which was the last day of the previous year's conference, and she couldn't get it. So I paid her in installments. I paid her like $100 at a time and got there and was like, holy shit, this is so expensive between the ticket and the hotel and the flight. What am I doing? Within the first half day, I was like, I'm coming back to this every year of my entire life.
The ROI is insane.
2018, Lordy. I connected with people online starting in like November using the conference hashtag. Thank you for that tip, Brian Fanzo. And that's how I met Chris Strub on Twitter.
Oh, I love Strub.
And
Strub all the day.
And then instead of rolling in by myself, being like, derp, I rolled in with like all these people who I wanted to meet and who wanted to meet me. And again, just even the workshops I attended on the first half day, I said, okay, like the rest could be crap. And I would have gotten my value out of these 2 workshops and drinks at the bar last night.
Heck yeah. And the networking is a big piece of it too, guys. It's huge.
Huge.
And
Absolutely
you get
huge.
to talk to the leaders of our industry. You get to talk to them. They're there.
Yeah.
They're not whisked off the stage into a VIP area where you never get to see them again.
No, they come out,
stick
they
around.
stick around, they will hold a conversation with you and they will talk to you. They will connect with you on social to keep up the conversation going.
Yes.
So valuable.
And you could buy so much Wendy's with that $250.
Oh my gosh.
And Greg is already worried about how much my airline and hotel are going to cost. So you guys, use my affiliate link. Hook me up. All right.
Oh my God, you guys have me in tears.
So I'm going to say that this is the end of today's show because you guys have stuff and I have stuff. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this, especially on such short notice. And I've missed you guys so much. And I
miss you too.
I can't wait to see you in March.
Yay, 2 months.
We're excited that we got to do this with you. We love you.
So honored.
Oh, and I also want to let everybody know that I am doing this again next week with my special guest, Philomena Finelli of Impact PR and Communications. She actually is also a previous guest. But you know what? When I have good peeps, I have good peeps. So I've got the link to next week's broadcast up now. I'm going to put it up now. Doop, because I'm on top of things this year, you guys. It's kind of shocking. I'm not on top of things.
It's a great way to start the year, girl.
Doop, next week. All right, link is up. Love you guys. Love you all you people out there. Ladies, don't sign off immediately, but I'm going to have the podcast. Bye, it's Christine Gritmon. And these have been Julie and Jen from Depict Media in Wichita, Kansas, which you should actually check out. It's a freaking amazing thing. And cute comment from Greg Gritmon at the very end there.
And yeah, I totally agree.
Tune in at noon next Friday. Love you guys. Bye.
Love you.
Love you. Bye.